Yeah.
I'll leave this
Well,
conversation.
well, it does lead into the listener question.
Oh, a listener. Okay.
Yeah, and it is from David, and
Mm.
it's regarding the Predator 2 Action April episode,
Mhm.
and I'm just going to read what he wrote. What does it say about Bobby that he recognized Gerardo from a song snippet? Then he says, trained ear, sketchy music collection. The listener demands an answer.
Oh, that is a very good question.
He also correctly left the optional listener the chance for plurals.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can I say? I'll go trained ear more than sketchy. I was like, that sounds. I mean, it's like I guess because we have someone has a one-hit wonder, and you hear another song by that same person. It's like, okay, that sounds weirdly familiar.
Yeah.
Sort of like if like. I was saying Miami Sound Machine's not a good example, but something like that. You heard like a song in the thing. It's like, that sounds a lot like that Miami Sound Machine. Or no, I'm sorry, I'm seeing CNC Music Factory. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Sound Machine Music Factory. You guys, it's been a tough week down at the factory. The Music Factory. They're just killing us.
They're closer to that. You know that the jobs are going overseas. And,
everybody dance now? Everybody? I am exhausted.
What about Americans dance now? Yeah, Bill?
Jobs are going overseas, being taken over by audio slaves.
Bavarian Music Works. Jesus Christ, BMW. They're like, work faster. It all just sounds like craft work. Okay, I don't mind it.
All right.
It feels a little.
Put her on the Put her in the background.
So much work to just do music. Like, clock in and like do an OSHA report, safety report, CNC Music Factory.
Miami has the sound machine. The machine does most of the work. That's okay. That's fine. I'm here, but I have to watch the gears. But in a factory, it's just labor intensive.
The Miami Sound Machine, it's from the 80s, and it runs on gas. Like it's just we need electric, like thinking of the future.
Not very efficient.
Beyond that. Yeah.
Miami Sound Hybrid. Okay, so some solar, but also a little bit of gas.
Yeah, okay,
that's
totally
great.
Reliant on
that's
great.
It's funny with CNC Music Factory, like CNC is like a machine tool. It's like a very common like it's a CNC lathe or CNC mill or something. So it's like, this is the CNC Music Factory. What sound does it make?
Yeah.
I like it. This is cool.
This is great. This is the teens of 2026. I love this.
Yeah. It's getting metal shavings everywhere. We got
what? I
exactly.
Can't hear you. I've got
very metal.
Yeah.
No,
you're gonna wear gloves. You're gonna want to wear gloves, or you're gonna get.
Eye protection is imperative.
Clavillis and Cole demand it. They demand that protection. That's what CNC stands for.
Yeah. Everybody put on your safety glasses now.
Now.
Everybody.
That's the alarm when something goes wrong. Oh my God, get out of the field.
OSHA.
Everybody run. Everybody run now. Oh my God, there's another fire.
Those posters were not effective in the workplace, but that music, I
got the hell out of there.
Yeah, gets you groove into safety. Like I like
great concert till I cut off my little two fingers. Otherwise, it's a great concert.
Just
but I knew what
right
to
off.
do.
Yeah. Good old CNC movie.
Yeah.
So Gerardo. There we go.
Yeah. You just I do understand like there are singers, Mick Jagger, so it's got a very particular voice or something, but Gerardo, that was
we had also has in Rico Suave, his rap is like and this song was the same way. It was that same sort of delivery.
Yeah.
Marina Montecito, Marina en Barrio,
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So
it just makes me think of in my garage I have a box of it would be cassette tapes, but it's a box of CDs from that bygone era. And it's just it makes me wonder, like, all right, what's in there? What is
this? Sounds like a segment. We should bring in your CDs. Don't look at them like Lee. It's like we're going to unseal an unboxing and see what was Danny listening to in 1994. or thereabouts.
We've got season 3 coming up right after
wow.
Action April, and maybe that's how we roll into season 3. What's in Danny's garage box?
I might have a box. I bet all of us have a box of old media somewhere that we can dig out and see.
Yes.
We
could maybe after Action April or something.
Yeah.
Anyways,
another idea real fast. This is just something aside. But this is if we want to ever do another movie marathon kind of thing, and for some reason I stumbled across a couple of trailers for these like early '90s cyberpunk movies, and I was like, we could do Cyberpunk September, and like Johnny Mnemonic and Virtua, like all these like really hard, like and hackers, just funny movie where it's like what technology in the year 2021, one of those movies, like so just a thought, we'll throw it out there.
That's fun.
So,
Lawnmower Man.
Yes, exactly. Virtual reality, anything.
We compare it to the short story of like a.
Yeah.
Was there
nothing the same? Yeah.
Any bloated green naked man floating around? No.
Well, funny we talk about technology and 3D modeling because Action April, our movie, did contain some future
amount of
few tech.
Like few tech. I like that. That's sort of in unexplained few tech. We just assume it works. Also, a couple of appearances of floppy disks, which I thought was pretty great. So it's like, this is pretty good stuff. Before we jump in, I think I have a half-hearted apology. For last week. So last week we were doing Predator 2 and talking about the great Bill Paxton, and we said he's the only person who was killed by Predator, Terminator, and Alien. And I said, and also his surgeon. Which was not which is on paper is not a terrible joke, but it is not a very nice joke. And I don't like things that are mean. It feels like a roast joke. And I don't want to roast Bill Paxton. He's awesome. So I apologize for that slip. Right. And I also think I did a little research. He actually died after his surgery from a stroke brought on by the surgery. So the whole thing is just awful. So I'm going to act. So the apology is half-hearted, but half heartfelt.
Was a wrongful death medical malpractice suit filed?
I believe so. I think
okay. So all right. So there's you got some coverage. You have some coverage.
There was he was in Agents of Shield as a role, and after he passed away, they like Agents of Shield ran for like 6 seasons, and they in the last season or second to last season they did like some because maybe they were running out of ideas. They did a time travel season where they had to travel in the past to the early days of Shield, and Bill Paxton's son played him.
Fun!
So it was like a nice that's great.
That's cool. Yeah. That's helpful. So it's like, and that's what's going on with Kurt Russell and his son right now on Monarch Legacy of Monsters.
So get this. Speaking of Bill Paxton, it's all coming together. I was subbing at a class. It was an English class, and if you're a senior, you can pick all kinds of fun English classes. You don't just have to take English 4. You can take whatever. There's a psychology class where it's like we're going to read Metamorphosis, and we're going to read psychology books, and another one is science fiction, where they just read science fiction books for senior English. And there was an announcement, and it's mostly all seniors, an announcement on the morning. Okay, attention seniors, only 17 days left of school. And I was like, y'all, come on, science fiction class, 17 days left. Someone's got to get that reference. Anybody. No, and none of them got it. I was so disappointed.
That
was Bill Paxton, right? 17 days, aliens. Do y'all get it? Oh my gosh. Damn.
Sorry, Bill.
17 days.
But I like
to rain on your parade. We're not going to last 17 hours.
I mean, he did so much. He's such a likable. Everyone liked working with him. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's got a big resume.
He was good at playing loudmouths.
Yeah.
A lot of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Likable.
True Lies.
Likable
douchebags. Sleazy car dealer in True Lies. When he had a mustache, I think.
Oh.
Pretty good stuff. Weird Science.
Oh, Weird Science. Chet.
Yeah. So, man, he was awesome.
The thing where he backs into his door, that scene, or just it's this weird, military school thing. But it's like, I can't ask him now, and I can't ask the director either. I can't ask What's his face? The director of Weird Science and writer.
I
John
don't
Hughes.
know.
John Hughes.
John Hughes. Yeah. If that
was?
Directed.
Damn.
If his weird little door thing was like in the script, or he just like riffed
found
that.
it.
He found it. Yeah. He found it. Give me 3 more going backwards through your doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try that. We got it. Let's just play some. Let's just play.
Well,
So
I do have a follow-up.
Okay.
But maybe we should introduce ourselves. We are the
that's a good
Maximum
idea.
Party Zone MPZ listening party, and I am Danny.
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Bill.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
100 episodes in, and we're
Butter.
butter.
Yeah. Now, was it last episode? We Bobby, you had brought up a question of like what bit that we had in a show went over badly. And then, as it turns out, all of our ideas came from the same exact show. So I did a little bit of research, and I found that review.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I almost don't. Is it okay?
I think I know this. I feel like it because we were with Fluke, right?
Yep.
And they with and they. I remember a couple of things. We'd take prop comedy to toxic levels, something like that.
I'm gonna.
Okay,
please,
let's go.
please.
Okay,
read it now. Okay, so Fluke and Maximum Party Zone are Go Improv Olympic. Prop comedy may be single-handedly responsible for the decline of Western civilization.
Wow.
Then it continues, it's certainly the bane of sketch comedy, where it shifts focus away from genuine human connection toward funny hats and gorilla suits.
Neither of which were in the show.
No, we did not have either of those. Can afford a gorilla suit.
Yeah, we can only dream. The Maximum Party Zone, Bill Arnett, Danny Mora, and Bobby Mort of the Improv Olympic House team, People of Earth, takes prop comedy to dangerously toxic levels in its latest review. MPZ Go opens with a hilariously campy video homage to the old Thunderbird sci-fi series, but the bit grinds to a halt
I remember this.
as the 3 performers wrestle with their day-glow jumpsuits on stage. Whenever the trio gets beyond simple sight gags, there's a wicked undercurrent of dark, self-flagellating humor. But a shoebox-sized fart machine of their own design takes up
of
so
their
much...
own design. Let me just say, this was not
purchased. We didn't just wasn't off the shelf fart machine. This was
this we
fully
created
fabricated.
But a shoebox-sized fart machine of their own design takes up so much time it ought to be credited as a member of the troupe.
Well, here's the thing. That was actually commentary. That was it was this huge, with the whole setup with this like huge audience that comes in. Hey, everybody, are you ready? Way for the fart machine, which I think is fantastic social commentary on people lining up for something stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's how I saw it. I'm going to split the audience right down to half. Over here, this half of the audience, when I point at you, you're going to say fart. Machine. The other half of the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it can be really disappointing. Like, come on, Chicago, you could do better than that. And then, the machine didn't work. It's like, the fart machine is broken. You know what? That review is funny because I really feel like it's a class. I mean, he might not like it or not, but it's like missing the point. It's like everything that he was saying. It's like, yes, we know how stupid this is. We know how dumb it is to try to get these suits off on stage and how annoying it is to watch. Like, we get it. It's not by accident. I think that's what's those reviews. Every review we got was like that. Where it's like, I don't know what they're doing, but it made me uncomfortable because I didn't laugh immediately. character, whatever. It's like, I don't care. That's not the point, man.
It's going over your head.
And just expecting it's the bane of sketch comedy where we're not getting character connections. Like, we're not trying to make character connections, bro. Yeah. We're making jokes, making the funny at the fart. I was jotted down that the fart machine was made at the MPZ Comedy Factory, just down from the CNC Music Factory.
There's kind of a medium industrial zone zoned area, kind of over by the canal.
Which we also will review in Darkman 2. There's a bit of that going on.
Oh,
yes, there is. Zoning.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is very interesting. It's all about gentrifying through evil. Is what he needs. We're turning this factory into some condos and a weapons factory. Oh. Again, some restaurants? 7 or 8 restaurants. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
So
mixed
walking
use?
path by the river.
Use? Yeah,
absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. Some loft space.
Bicycle trail? Oh, yeah, we have a bicycle trail.
For sure. Right down by the sure.
Train trail. Train trail. Everybody loves a train trail.
I know, it's great. Should we jump into
Action April?
It's Action April.
This month we are dropping deuces. It's sequels all month. And this week is Darkman 2, Return of Durant, 1995. And boy, here we go.
Durant came back.
Yeah, it came back. I also did, we'll talk, there were a few big questions that came up about people involved in this that I want to discuss later. But,
yes.
Okay. Like I assume, first one is Arnold Vosloo takes over for Liam Neeson playing the titular Darkman, Peyton Westlake, Dr. Peyton Westlake. And I was like, oh, he must have gotten this after he was in The Mummy. No. The Mummy was like 4 years later. So I was like, how did Arnold Vosloo get a job starring in movies? Anyways, he's great. It was really good. So we start off with a recap, basically, of the first movie. And for anyone who hasn't seen Darkman, scientist Peyton Westlake, played by Liam Neeson, is injured, horribly disfigured in a laboratory accident. And so we recap that, and he becomes Darkman after that, and somehow gets superpowers. I can't remember how. He used to get really enraged and can do strong things. And so we get the first mention of him trying to create this thin synthetic skin that he can wear, but it only lasts for 99 minutes. So he can only cover up his disfigurement for 99 minutes, and that becomes a real problem. Then we find, through the smoke and the fog of the titles, we see Return of Durant, and I was like, God, this music is pretty good. What's going on? Music by Danny Elfman.
Yes.
Wow. It was like, and I was like, only could be described as Elfman-esque. I was like, yeah, that's
he's his own adjective. He's his own adjective.
It's actually the theme by Danny Elfman, and the music is by another guy. I didn't write his name down. So they just reused that, and then the new guy would just like take elements and
cues. Yeah, interesting. Well, I wonder what we should see what that guy's up to, because he might have gone on to.
By the way, connecting to the found CDs, I owned the Darkman Danny Elfman CD.
Hell yeah. The soundtrack?
That's the soundtrack. The soundtrack to Dark.
That's amazing.
Danny Elfman.
I love it. So we get all this pretty good, credit sequence, and then we go to a mansion where we have Robert G. Durant wakes up from his presumed coma from whatever happened at the end of the first movie. Yeah. And so that's the Return of Durant. So they basically just delivered on the title in the first couple of minutes. And then there's this a very interesting parallel to Predator 2, because it starts off this gang war. It's like a car chase, and it was insane. And the people were sort of irrelevant to the entirety of the story, but it was this big car chase, gang war, this car explosion,
blazing, just shooting no regard explosions. I was like, this was very Pred 2. I even wrote that myself. Yes.
Yeah, it's so great. So then and then Darkman shows up. There's a car crash. People are hurt. Someone scuttles off with money and drugs in a suitcase and runs headlong into Darkman, who uses a manhole cover to block bullets. Yes. Then throws said manhole into
easily
bad guy. He's very strong. Yeah, very strong. Mm-hmm. And then ends up taking he tosses the cocaine away and just steals all the money for the thing. So it's like, this explains. I think the whole, as the movie went on, it's like, this is to explain how he pays for things.
Yeah.
He just robs drugs.
Yeah, this is how he pays for things.
Yeah, he said, thanks for the donation. I kept waiting for them. He shoots the machine gun while he's holding up the manhole. My fingers, they're all gone.
Seriously, as if it's not bad. Now look at my face. My teeth are coming through my lip. Oh yeah, I thought it was a pretty great. Yeah, a couple of the throwaway liners like that were good. And then another Predator 2 similar thing. There's a news thing called Street Copy.
Yeah.
Led by the tough talking and not understanding how to smoke Jill Randall.
I noticed that.
She did not know how to smoke. She did inhale one time. It was a lot of smoking in this movie, and it was
so much.
It was bad.
I mean, that is so much from a different era. Like, it's just so obvious. Like, holy shit! Like, you all have lung cancer from all the amount of smoking you're doing.
And I gotta say, this is now 2 for 2 with like streetwise journalists getting the real scoop.
Yeah.
Same thing in Predator 2.
Yeah.
And it's all
they don't care.
This is before the internet. This is like this is like the baby influence. Before there was influencers, there was the streetwise reporter. Interesting.
Is it? Yes, it's Jill. And Jill Randall's played by Kim Delaney, who does a really good job. Who I feel like was I don't know if slumming was the word. It just felt like aren't you on TV? Like, what's the deal here? I don't know what, but she was great. And then we go to Durant's mansion, I believe, where he is getting a report on how good the drug trade is going while he's getting a manicure. It's really pretty funny. And he's and we can't say enough about Larry Drake, who played Durant. Man, Dr. Giggles, Benny from LA Law. He's like, where's that scenery? Very much. But I don't know about Poochie thing. I don't think it's the Magooin, but there's an interesting connection. But everyone is like bigger. The whole movie.
There was connecting also to Predator 2 the first when Danny Glover goes to the office and they get chewed out and they like put it up your ass or whatever.
Oh yes.
there's another like the henchman says you wouldn't know a plan if it was pounded up your ass with a jackhammer.
so much. This
is just late 80s, early 90s. This is just how
it's casual. And he likes a cigarette. Yeah, that makes sense. He's just smoking and throwing out really like homophobic comments.
Yeah, I did see this was one of the first like straight to video movies, like when it was a thing, which is kind of interesting. But I feel like the director is like, look, everybody, you're just going to be on these little televisions. You got to be big. You're not going to be on the big screen. Yeah. You're going to be.
Yeah, you're exactly.
You're going to be on someone's little, Magnavox, 23-inch TV at home across the living room. Yeah. You really got to be big. Really?
Big. And maybe someday you'll be on people's phones. That sounds insane. I know it's so crazy, but you never know how big you have to be. Someone's on a subway watching this.
Huh?
And I think also the director directed the third Darkman, which I may just watch unrelated to the show. Bradford May, he directed. Okay. He's one of those guys you look up. It's like he had a very interesting and varied career, but for a couple of years he was very much in the Darkman verse, which I appreciate.
Okay.
So then we have the first hint of Trouble in Paradise with Rollo is sort of a guy who's been doing things while Durant's been under and is trying to undercut things. And anyways, just talk about. They need some new guns. They got to do something to take the streets back. And when they know of just the factory, and I wrote down in the old factory district, which is like where it's just a bunch of factories.
It's where zoning comes up here.
Exactly. This is where it comes up. It's a lot of this thing. And it's down from the CNC Music Factory, Brinkman, where they go down, then he just goes on down. And then we go to Darkman, and he has a sweet sewer train.
Yes.
That was awesome. That was the best. It's like his Batmobile is a old disused train car he rides in the sewers. I guess it's the train. It's the train tracks, not really the sewer. But pretty awesome. And
but
we
it's
go to
super
his
cool.
lab.
It's totally janky and totally
Hello, Doctor. But also it's like hello, Dr. Westlake. It's like also like Kit. Like, if Kit was a train, that'd be pretty funny. Old West Night Riders is a train. Michael, I need more steam.
Start shoveling, Michael. Oh my gosh.
Michael, I need more steam. All right.
Michael, you'll notice you jumped the train over something. Jesus Christ, it's so dangerous.
Whoa.
Okay. So we go to his sort of makeshift lab in the thing, and this is, I just noted that his the makeup effects not bad, pretty good. Like on Darkman, they had the cool thing, and then he attempts to do the more experiments. The 99-minute barrier still can't break it. Here he's so angry.
Yeah, we must beat the 99-minute barrier.
And he's angry, and I don't blame him considering what he's been through.
So much has been taken from him. So much has been taken from him.
And quick aside with Vosloo, his job, he's I can't tell if he's trying to do Neeson's like slight act, like in the Darkman movie, he's sort of is sort of American, but then sort of not. Like it keeps coming through.
Yeah. Right.
And Vosloo is South African, an Afrikaner, and
Mhm.
so it's like I can't tell if like he's trying to do an American accent or an Irish accent or
Yeah.
this is just
Yes.
how he talks.
It's like Ireland by way of South Africa.
Yeah.
It's like there's a few words are like, huh. Yeah,
Okay.
it's really, and there's a fair amount of overdubbing with him too, because I think the mask is covering. So I think they were probably like, just try it again. We'll re-record this.
Yeah.
And then we go with Darkman, where he goes to check his mail. Very normal at a PO box. Not curious at all with the shopping. Like very, very disturbing image of this guy. And then he
bandages all over his head, and and
everyone's like, but it's Skid Row. It's some kind of weird, again, sort of like Predator 2, this sort of unnamed, unspoken, like horrible zone of the city. He gets at one point we see his humanity when one of the Skid Row urchins hits him with a soccer ball. It returns it.
It's the I wonder like the whole what is that famous screenplay book, the cat.
Oh, Save the Cat.
Is that like the one Save the Cat moment?
Yes,
it's return the soccer ball.
Be nice to the earth. Yes, and then which is really pretty funny. And the kid doesn't seem disturbed at all by the appearance of Darkman, which would be my first my first stop on the terror train. Would be like
low rent Phantom of the Opera. I mean, that's kind of what he's just like.
Yeah. He's like, exactly. And so in his mail, he gets a bunch of magazines.
Trade journals.
Yeah, trade. He's reading about a Dr. Brinkman who has created this polymer skin substitute. He reads this article and it's like, I've been trying to break that barrier. So maybe this Dr. Brinkman can help.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the bad news. Brinkman's factory is exactly the factory that Durant wants. So his thugs, Rollo and Eddie, who I grew to really dislike over the movie, show up to Brinkman and offer him $1 million for his warehouse. It's an enormous warehouse, a big factory thing. It's like that doesn't seem, even in the 90s, not enough money, I would say.
And there's no other factory for either of them. And then you find out that it's like, oh, my father made this factory. It's an heirloom.
Yeah.
It's like
oh man, there's so much like what? There's like as the movie goes on, there's a lot more what. Which culminates in, I think, one of the biggest whats at the end, but we'll get there soon. So Brinkman's not he can't
sell Daddy's factory? Never.
He loved this factory. What? He was never at home.
It was his third child.
Oh my god, really? So this guy, so he doesn't, and then Westlake shows up, and the guy's like, are you here to threaten me? He's like, no, I'm interested in your work. And he gives him these discs of his own work to Brinkman, and they have a really long conversation as they do this thing. And then we go, and so it's like they're going to work together. They're kind of partners, which felt a little abrupt, but that's okay. Partners, yes. Partners, sure.
Because he knew he was familiar with his work, and he complimented like, "Oh, you're a scientist."
Oh, he's like, no one. He's like, most people think I'm just a real boring jerk, but you seem to really have like, yes, fine. Let's get this barrier broken. I don't care. And then we go back to this is a pretty funny scene on the roof of Robert Durant's building where Eddie is such a suck up. He's just a real suck up, which is annoying. And then he's had and Durant's had enough of Rollo's playing around, so he puts him in a golf cart and drives him off the roof. Now, if you're a bad guy who's trying to keep a low profile, that would not be the first thing you do, right?
Yes. And I do need to say this. A year before this movie, with this whole playing golf on the roof and driving a golf cart off the roof, the indie rock band Dinosaur Jr. had a song and a video, Feel the Pain, which featured two guys driving around the city playing golf, urban golf.
Really? Yeah, good call.
Yes. Feel the pain.
Feel the pain.
Feel the pain. That's the title of the UFC song is Feel the Pain.
I'm gonna imagine it's about something very different.
Yeah.
Indie rock band
more
from the 90s.
More emotional, less physical. Thing.
Yeah. Right. But I was a little bit like, oh, so someone's a fan.
Someone watched some videos.
Someone watches MTV2 when they actually.
So exactly. It's still airing.
Yeah.
So
go
ahead.
The guy flying off just maybe the worst moment of special effects of that golf cart and the dummy that was.
That was not great. Yeah, that was one of those ones. It's going to be so small, no one's going to notice. because no one's going to be able to see it on TV because we're
yeah. Remember, we're on. Everybody's watching at home on their 24-inch CRT.
Yeah.
It's not going to show.
It was a great, and then this is where we get into some real like interesting stuff. So they go to the home for the criminally insane, sure, and they bust out this guy named Dr. Hathaway, and I'm looking at Dr. Hathaway, and he's like, he looks kind of familiar, and Dr. Hathaway played I can't remember his name, Braden someone in Scanners. He was the guy in Scanners who was like the head of security. So he's a Toronto. I was like, oh, so they filmed this in Toronto. So this guy has been in all these movies. So he was in, and we'll get more, but what, actually, we can move on with this. So he's in Scanners. He actually, in this movie, I feel like receives the Magooin for the biggest performance as Crazy Doctor.
I think the director whispered to him, "We're looking for Doc Brown."
Yeah.
Whatever you can do. And what's interesting in Scanners, that his character kills Patrick McGoohan. So he basically is the kill the king to be the king with the big acting. So with another movie.
Just from the get-go, he was just soldering on 11. Exactly. Writing formulas on his prison cell, and it's like, lunges here. I doubt. Oh, meatloaf again, is it? The worst.
There's a phrase in boxing and also in MMA, the lineal heavyweight, the lineal champion. Like sometimes you'll lose belts because you didn't fight, but you never truly lose it until someone else beats you. Yeah. So Hathaway is the lineal champion
until such time as this.
Yes.
So that's pretty great. He was pretty great. I mean, it was very like it's an interesting thing as to watch it as someone clearly we've seen him in another movie be underplay and be whatever, and then clearly the director was like, just go for it. So it's interesting. It wasn't a bad actor. It was just a choice or a direction. And so he's going to help build some weapons because he's like some kind of weapon thing. And they bring him to Durant's house and they say they feed him and they do all this stuff and they bring out some hookers.
He says the line, "Did you save some room for dessert?"
He's like, "Do I pick one or all six? Is it? How does this work? I just had a giant meal. I am not. I'm at least 65. I'm at least 65. You just fed me this huge meal.
I'm gonna take a nap and then we'll talk.
We'll just cuddle. Can we just cuddle? Would you think of less of me?
Is that okay?
I'm not at that age to fully.
All right. Well, let's see. And I think some of those young ladies showed up later, and there's a quote unquote strip club. I think some of the same women were in that as well.
I would not be surprised.
Very curious. So we go now back to Brinkman Factory, where we meet his sister, played by, and this is another interesting connection, played by Renee O'Connor, who played in Xena, Warrior Princess, produced by Sam Raimi, who also produced Darkman. So she, got on the radar, I assume, unless Xena was already on. That might be another.
Xena's sidekick. She was in.
She was
distinctive eyes, face.
And a really distinctive hairstyle. That was amazing. I really didn't understand what was going on with the very, very, very poodle-like. So she goes off. She and Peyton have a moment. It's very weird. And then then Brinkman and Westlake talk about the skins. His research is really good, and they talk about somehow. I wrote down negatively charged ions came up somehow. Just a very, very long talk about the factory. A lot of mumbo jumbo. It was. Oh gosh! And so, but they broke the 173-minute barrier. So we're on the right track. So things are actually looking up for Darkman. Well, they're not looking up for Darkman. Then we go to back to his weird, like sewer lab where he's terrorizing a cat with a robot rat, which seems so strange. It's like this has got to come up later. It just feels like it is such a it's like the gun under the table. If you show the gun under the table, you better use it before the end of it's It's like if there's a robot rat, we better do that. And so then we go back to Brinkman's lab. It's that night, and he's smoking. He just smoked a lot the whole time in a lab, whatever. And Durant shows up, and what follows is a very extended torture sequence. I felt like was like I don't want to watch any more of this. Like they shove his face on a hot plate, make him eat frogs or something. And then anyways, there's So Westlake finds, I can't remember if he gets a call or something, and he's like, he figures out that he's got to get there.
Well, I wrote on the thing, he's in his little his underground bunker, and I think he was calling the guy and overheard something on the phone call. And I just wrote down, to the junk train.
It's like, do you think your train's going to get you to that? I got to get to the factory. Okay, which line do I take to get to the factory district?
Yeah, exactly. He's got the subway map. Let me see.
Yeah, it was like he was hauling ass, or it was like hauling in a way of the sped up film. I love that kind of. It doesn't look real at all. He's like looking in there. He gets there. He's too late. Poor Brinkman has been killed. Oh, go ahead.
Just to go back real quick, when he hears his voice, like he goes into like a psychotic whatever, where he's flashing back. You see bombs. You see Larry Drake. You see Frankenstein's monster. Like
very Raimi. Very Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a close up on a face with a spinning background, and it's very jarring.
Yeah. And it's because in the first movie, like he's what's his name? That Westlake is kind of crazy. Like like his manic anger and whatever. It's like watching some of it's just like, oh, you're not well. Like
you see that accident seemed to have driven you insane. Perhaps that was part of his thing. So let's see what happens after this. Where are we at?
And then Dr. Hathaway has the gun.
Oh yeah, let me try. Yeah, he tries out the guns, and it's right. And they talk about like having mini nuclear reactors. Sure. Ivan, whatever. And this is the point where I think Bill, you had this moment in Missing in Action too, where it's like I just kind of lost a thread here for the rest of the movie. Like I didn't mind, I enjoyed it, but it was so then there was they go to the lab, and his sister's mad. Julie is really mad about something, and then Westlake goes to the Brinkman's destroyed lab, and we have a flashback to what was like 15 minutes ago. It's like I remember that. I don't need to see a flashback. It seems quick. It's like that happened like 3 scenes ago. Just really funny. I'm like, okay, got it. And so then we go to the street copy offices where Jill Randall's hard at work on a story and being told to chill out with all the politics and stick with other stuff. And Westlake shows up and said, we need to figure out who owns the building that or intercity management. There's something very funny. And then we introduce a character named Perkins, who I assume is a politician of some kind.
Yeah. And, why? I didn't. Why wouldn't you just say this is Senator so-and-so or Congressperson so-and-so? It's like, were you afraid of offending someone?
It was like they want to apply that it was like Bill Clinton-y kind of guy. And anyways, he's followed by some white supremacists. And I was like, huh? And they just called them Nazis later. Oh, they're just, okay, that's it. Gotcha. So he wants the guns. They're going to clean up the streets. And that's going to be, once the gun, and will they be done by the end of the week, Hathaway? Oh, yes, I'll be done by the end of the week. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Get to work. It's not funny.
A couple of lines here, like one, I keep calling him Doc Brown. But he has the line, "This isn't science fiction. This is science faction."
Oh, Jesus! Get back to work, you idiot!
And then the guy in the Captain America shirt says, "This gun will allow us to save it from itself." Like he's talking about the country. Yeah. And then as you said, Durant. Says Mr. Perkins and his Nazis. It made me. This is one of the instances of where it's like, is Durant a woke lib? Like,
he is. He's like, I have very progressive views on things, but I also run drugs and guns. Okay, all right. That sounds good. So we meet him, and then we go to Brinkman's funeral. Her sister's there, and she's being helped out by the bad guys. What the hell's going on? Some of Durant's men. And so Westlake takes some photos of them, which, again, will come in handy later. And then they go to Chinatown because it looks cool. There's no reason to go to Chinatown. They go to Chinatown, and Jill Randall is there, and they have a conversation of sort of he has to leave all of a sudden. His skin's going to melt or something. I can't remember. Yeah. And she steals his teacup. It's like, oh, very for his DNA. And then we go to one of my favorite part was the For Your Eyes Only strip club. The only fully clothed strip club in town.
I wrote, the very, very, very long scene at the strip club. Like so much time passes before we actually see Westlake show up.
Yes.
It was
I
so
gotta say,
much.
it was more of like a dance. No one actually stripped. It was
Not
just
a single
dancing.
person. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It was completely there was all clothed. It was and the guy's like, here she goes. Instead of taking off, I was like, put it on.
yeah.
Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Right there. That'd be a great line of clubs.
Yeah.
It's like women come out and they, and then put on clothes. And it's like, I don't know who's into this, but that's interesting.
Okay.
And it turns out, well, so Westlake shows up, and for some reason he has an interaction with this woman where he handcuffs her for some reason to a bar. I didn't understand. I said he handcuffs this poor woman, and she's like, "What the hell are you gonna do with that?" So it turns out Laurie works there. So Brinkman's sister, and
but she's an accountant. She's not a stripper, I guess.
No,
I don't know.
Were any of them? It's like she's like, I'm just as unsavory as the other ones. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And then so they have a moment, and then we go back to the post office.
Well, real fast before we leave the strip club, we get to see our first African American in the entire movie.
Wow. That's a good point. It's Toronto. So.
Yes, his name is Bubba.
Yeah.
And
well, that's a good point. What's her name? Jill Randall's cameraman is black, but he has very little to do. Very little to do.
Those are the two African North Americans. We'll get Canada in there. So
right. African North America.
Yeah. I just wanted
great. To. Yeah. So that's a good point. It's of the time. It's a different time. It was a different time. Different time. And so we go back to the post office where it's like, I don't know how often you need to go to your P.O. box if you're, underground sewer dweller. He seems there a lot, but Jill tracks him down and realizes that he's Peyton Westlake, and she's going to do a report, and she's going to tell people that this is one of my favorite sequences. She's going to tell people about Durant, and he's like, "Don't do it, Jill. It's dangerous." And she doesn't listen. Nope. She does the TV report. They come outside of the TV report. They have a conversation. She gets in her car, and her car explodes.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
I don't know if this was post NYPD Blue or pre, but I was definitely shocked. Like, wait, they killed her. I couldn't tell if Darkman was going to have some love interest with her, or something, or Laurie, or both. And it's like, well, it's not going to be her.
She's also disfigured like him. It's like, hey, we're like a Bride of Frankenstein. They're both. They're like, you're hideous. You're hideous.
Bride of Darkman.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh shit. That's Darkman 4. Bride of Darkman. Oh, okay. Let's start that.
I do like how the bad guys they either got a scoop on it somehow, or they were like watching on TV. She's gonna expose us! Quick, bomb her car! It's running out. We gotta put the car out of the car.
Where's get Eddie on the phone? I got it, boss.
The segment's almost over. She's gonna be leaving soon. Hurry!
They're going to commercial.
That it was funny when she was in the newsroom twice. The boss that she has is such a. Like, he comes in looking like straight out of the street of Wall Street with his suspenders. And he's so angry at her and wants her to do like a story on fake orgasms, which is just like, are you doing a satire of something?
Yeah, he's gross.
Yeah, was gross. I didn't care. I also didn't care for him. I wanted something to happen to him, but anyway, poor Jill Randall. I suppose. And then it turns out, so Laurie was going to go sign over the papers to the factory, and that's where she's headed, and she's on the way there. And we go to, basically, we have Darkman create a mask, and we won't go into the details, but he becomes Eddie. He puts on, he knocks out Eddie and puts it. And I made a note here. He can change his look. Can he change his height also? Because as Arnold Vosloo is 6'2", so if that other guy is taller, then that guy's got to be about 7 feet tall. So the whole thing was a little bit weird. That was a little bit of a buy-in that I couldn't.
Just that little attention to detail when he walks in, they didn't shoot it in a way to like minimize that height. Like it was so that immediately as he walks in, like you can tell he's just that actor is a shorter actor than the other actors there, and it's made it more apparent that like he can't.
He's gotta get. They were like, we don't have time for this. Like, you want to try to shoot it from? Like, we don't have time.
We don't have time. We gotta go. We gotta
get moving. So then Durant shows up, and then there's a really pretty funny thing, like a dream sequence attack, where he has sort of like a fantasy of attack, and they're like, Eddie, what's wrong with you? Sorry, boss. I'm distracted.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then Laurie decides that she doesn't want to sign. She doesn't want to sign the thing. And then this leads into a big gunfight car chase where Eddie, Westlake as it. This is where I got a little confused. Westlake as Eddie gets her out of there, but then Eddie wakes up and he shows up, and there's one of those moments where he's like, "But that's me," and they run out in the street. And
they went to that well quite a few times.
Yeah,
I like the idea of a master of disguise. It's really cool, and he's got 99 seconds. You know, it's kind of like they totally ripped this off with Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling totally stole this movie. When she did this fifth or sixth Harry Potter movie where they disguise themselves as.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And I'm positive she ripped off Darkman. And that's what I'm gonna say right now.
Darkman would have come before the first Mission Impossible movie. Where he really went to town on that.
Everybody ripped off Darkman. But I think it's a cool thing, but also at the same time, I thought he could have used it smarter. Just plant a bomb and be done with it. Kill everybody in one fell swoop.
Exactly. Grab Laurie, head out. That's it.
Shoot them.
And then there's a extended chase sequence on a Toronto street. And at one point, a car drives through a hot dog cart. And I went back and checked. It was called Wiener Boy Hot Dogs was the name of the hot dog. I was like, they put a lot of time on the thing. I thought it was pretty like, oh man, we're talking about the wiener dog thing. They capture Laurie, and then they are back at the warehouse where they have managed in record time to turn it into a weapons manufacturing facility. And then one of the characters named Whitey grabs one of the nuclear batteries and is zapped, and everyone says something offhanded like, well, I guess that's a lesson we've all learned. I don't remember what exactly was the line.
Yeah. And it's one of those like, they're foreshadowing something. No,
exactly. This is like, it's not like the Electric Rat. There's nothing to come of this. They just don't touch that battery. I feel like with Kim Delaney and that guy, like we have to shoot them out because they have to be somewhere else. They have a previous engagement. So like they blew her up, and then they're just like shock that guy. We never see him. We never see the aftermath of his thing. You just see him.
Go into that closet so we don't have to show you being blown up.
Yeah, here's the thing. His agent called. He's booked for a Tim Hortons commercial.
Oh man, he's got to get out of it.
It's a national. So he really wants to.
They're rolling out a new poutine. Oh shit! Well, you can't skip that.
I thought I recognized your face. Okay,
hey, then let's go. On the set, we'll get you killed.
Too.
Celebrity here.
Yeah, excuse me. Moving on. And then there was a bunch of confusion with Durant's car, and there was Ivan, who we haven't really talked about, was this guy with a Russian accent, and there was like a car, and he was going to go pick it up. And anyways, Perkins shows up with his guys, and they do a gun test. And this is, I think, a very funny line. There was something where he says to Durant, like, "You've revolutionized the right to bear arms," and Durant says, "In this case, the far right to bear arms."
Yep.
That's great. He's just like, so that thing. And then there was some point where Darkman was putting together some fake poison pills because Durant's taking pills throughout because whatever his condition was that he awoke from, he's still in a great deal of pain. So he needs his pills. My pills. Here we go. And it's right. So then Ivan shows up with the car, but it's actually Darkman. This is where it got a little murky here. And then they're gonna kill Laurie and Westlake and I don't know, Darkman stuff. Anyways, there's a big warehouse fight, and this is where it became very Chuck Norris. I'm not sure who's shooting at who. I don't know why he's swinging on that rope. I'm not sure what's happening.
My favorite. He's so like slowly swinging on the rope, and he just swings one time, and they're like, he's like a ghost.
Yeah, I could see that. It was very, very strange. And then then everyone kind of gets killed. The Perkins, the Hathaway, the skinheads, and somehow he puts on. Darkman has Roy's face, another henchman's face, and then Ivan gets shot. Anyways, all this stuff. So basically, Durant ends up in the car that has been fortified, and this is a big plot point that we really spent both too much time and not enough time on. And he's in there, and then somehow Darkman has done this into a remote control car, and our rat from earlier is inside the glove compartment, which I just don't understand. I didn't understand, but it was pretty funny. And then he blows up Durant, and that's it. So I think because I thought in Darkman 3 Durant came back, but I don't think he does. I think it's Jeff Fahey is the bad guy in Darkman 3. But anyways, so that which you could watch, and then at some point there, this is where my favorite. This is what I thought was the theme of the movie, where they talk about something, and then Darkman / Westlake says to Laurie, "Protect your dreams, Laurie." Like, what the hell are you talking about? It was such a weird about the factory, whatever.
Running the strip club.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, what is my dream? You know what my dreams are. I want to run a florist. Well, do that then. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying it applies to anything
I just
you want
met
to do.
you.
Yeah, geez, relax. I'm Darkman. I live in a sewer. What do you want from me? And then so I think it kind of ends. Then we have like a tip of the hat to Jill Randall, who had gotten blown up in the thing like that. And I think that was pretty much it. It was sort of a like a little bit of a whimper instead of a bang ending.
Yeah, I did read somewhere, and I don't remember where it was that both Darkman 2 and Darkman 3 were both direct-to-video and like, what do you call a soft pilot? Is that it's just like, this could be a pilot.
Interesting.
Like we could because it ends with him like overlooking the city. It's like, well, that's one criminal down, but I'm sure there'll be more. Wink, wink. Perhaps every 44 minutes on your local television network.
Well, you remember there was this time period. There was all these things like Nightman and Viper and they sort of martial law. I remember martial law was one of those, but these syndicated shows, Hercules, for goodness sake, So maybe they're thinking we could do a Darkman, go to Toronto.
It totally would have fit. Totally would have fit.
Which would have been cool. What could have been? That's another thing. So I don't know. All in all, a valiant attempt that I think was thwarted by budget and time. And but otherwise, so what do we guys think for flying meat discs? What do you guys think?
I'm going with the 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to go 3.5. I felt like with their constraints and a $4 million budget, and I thought we saw all 4 million. I felt like there was enough explosions.
I'm giving it just at not knowing anything about the budget or any of that.
That's fine.
And my memories of Darkman
compared to Darkman 1, but I don't know. I like the character. I like the idea.
It's a very
cool thing. But I'm going to give it 3 flying meat discs, even with all that, because what could have been is poignantly painful. Darkman 3. It's a step down. It's a step down from Darkman 1.
But entirely enjoyable. So So like I said, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to probably take in Darkman 3 at some point. And sort of to finish the trilogy. It's like, what's your favorite film trilogy? I guess it would be the Darkman trilogy. What the hell are you talking about? They made 3 Darkmans? Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
The Darkman verse. Yet another activation within the Darkman verse.
But that is like the TV show. One, it's always bad guy of the week, and he has at least 2. A disguise at the beginning and a disguise at the end. And his human side, he's trying to find human connection. Like that's the side plot of just him, maybe dating different women, and I finally found the perfect one, but my mask
exactly. And she's got there's a beautiful female scientist who's working on synthetic skin things that he sort of runs into, and she's a regular, but she's not every week. She's busy on other shows. She comes in and does she shoots everything out in a weekend and then does or she's on a screen somewhere. Oh, hi, Dr. West. Like, how are, it's like a Zoom. She's like a Zoom person, or whatever the equivalent thereof.
Yeah, they just put it on the green screen of
Hi, I'm in the lab. What are you doing, Dr. West? Like, I'm working on this thing. Well, I hope we can make some progress. And maybe we'll get dinner sometime. Yes, I would like that, but I'm very busy.
It's got to be fast food. Listen, I can't spend more than 99 minutes eating.
Wait a minute. It's like, where's the waiter? Where's the waiter? It's melting.
I call ahead.
I hope you're not like this in the bedroom. Sadly, I am.
We'd love the lava cake for dessert. Well, it'll be. Usually people pre-order that. No, it's one of those.
No, he has that big flashback. All the monsters exploded. No,
the swirling desserts.
It's going to be 25 minutes on that lava cake.
Fine, we'll go with the tiramisu. Okay, fine.
Okay, all right.
That sounds good. Everything they bring out looks like his face, like lasagna. Oh. I just lost my appetite. Jeez, Darkman
looking into a mirror. This pizza. Someone did call him Pizza Face in the movie one time.
So anyways, I love it.
All right. Action April is almost over. We got one more Wednesday. We've been blessed with a 5 Wednesday month. I don't know how we do it. I think the the gods are smiling on us.
The action gods.
The action gods. And
I'm
excited for our last one.
What is the last one?
The Jackie Chan Police Story 2?
Police Story 2 from Jackie Chan. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, man.
I've not seen it. I've seen Police Story 1, and it's pretty great. This was the last Jackie Chan movie that used full bumper-to-bumper overdubs. So there's going to be, just know this going in, no dialogue was recorded on set. This was all wire-to-wire overdubbed.
That's what they did. They were saying that about those like Master of the Flying Guillotine, like all those kung fu movies, because there's so many dialects in China. They didn't record any dialogue, and they would just sort of farm out the different films, which is incredible that they did it at the level of Jackie Chan, who was certainly an international superstar.
Yeah. Certainly by that point.
Interesting.
And you got to think, with all that action and all that going on set, having to roll sound would have been like, a disaster. Stop kicking so, and like, you rubbing each other's mics when they're punching and
That's very smart. It's very smart. It's very practical to not fail. What if they? Interesting. All right, looking forward to it.
Police Story 2, Jackie Chan. Yeah.